Call it a politician's Christmas in July. Baltimore City Council President Zeke Cohen looking like Santa in a business suit as he marched to the offices of Baltimore Gas and Electric and the Maryland Public Service Commission. This bag wasn't filled with presents, but rather petitions.
So I got a big bag filled with petitions and postcards from residents of Baltimore asking for rate relief from BGE and from the Public Service Commission.
Filled with the pleas of more than 7,000 Baltimoreans who say they can't afford another BGE rate hike.
We are here today with an unprecedented coalition of local and state elected officials, clergy, consumer advocates, labor leaders, and everyday Baltimoreans to say enough is enough.
They're calling for a pause on BGE's Operation Pipeline program, a plan to upgrade hundreds of miles of aging natural gas pipes and equipment across Maryland. These upgrades would be paid for in part by BGE's multi-year rate plan. Council President Cohen also wants the Public Service Commission to put an end to that.
BGE has fought for multi-year rate cases for one reason: they drive profit. It's the same reason they insist on replacing all of our gas pipelines. The more they replace, the more you pay, and the more they profit.
The multi-year rate plans came into play as part of a pilot program from 2021 to 2023. When that pilot ended, the PSC approved BGE's multi-year plan for the next 3 years, allowing it to gradually raise rates rather than implementing large one-time hikes. BGE says it provides customers with predictability, as the utility must lay out in advance how it plans to spend its money and charge its consumers. January 1st, 2026 would be the final rate adjustment for the current 3-year plan. BGE predicts it'll be about a 1.65% increase for the average customer. Cohen wants the PSC to call it all off. BGE fired back forcefully.
You heard it today, various accusations and claims about multi-year plans. Nearly all of them are false. Our spending is not going up because of multi-year plans. Costs are going up for everybody across the board for us because of technology and because materials are more expensive.
BGE says its gas system is the oldest in the country and therefore high risk, so replacing it needs to happen regardless. And therefore rate hikes need to happen regardless.
The claim that getting rid of multi-year plans would somehow provide rate relief, that is complete nonsense. It is irresponsible of us to stop doing that work because of a histrionic press conference from someone who is not accountable for any of these decisions and wouldn't even meet with our CEOs. Our president and CEO, Tamla Olivier, reached out to him this week to say, hey, let's sit down and talk, and he declined, presumably because it would have prevented him from having the spectacle that we saw today.
Cohen told reporters on Thursday he won't take a meeting until BGE commits to a plan to provide rate relief. That back and forth played out on camera as Cohen brought his bag of petitions to BGE's office downtown. The letters were rejected for security purposes.
You actually had the opportunity this week to pass them directly to Tamla had you taken her meeting, so we were unfortunate, disappointed you didn't want to meet with her face-to-face to have this type of conversation.
The Public Service Commission did accept the petitions from Council President Cohen, the chairman saying he'll ensure they're entered into the official record as the regulatory agency continues its formal proceeding, which they've coined Lessons Learned, to examine whether BGE's multi-year plans should continue or need improvements. Elizabeth Worthington, WMAR 2 News.